We found your grandfather this morning.
Found him? What do you mean?
I'm sorry.
For Jimmy, no one's ever had his back. I think he's always been alone in these things. He doesn't want his new family and his newfound home to know about this past, so no one can help him. Maybe he can go ask Rip for help.
Rip is one of those tough love guys when it comes to Jimmy.
Rip is a double-edged sword. Now Jimmy knows what it means to ask Rip for help.
Hey, Jimmy, I need a truck. Tell me what happened.
Jimmy comes to Rip and tells him what happened with his grandfather, and basically I say to him, look, you know what, don't go over there and shoot him or you're gonna end up in prison. Let me show you how to do this without getting in trouble.
I think that's the difference. Like, I think Jimmy knows that if he goes to Rip, there's no walking that back. Rip intervening in that moment probably saves Jimmy's life, because I think Jimmy would have gone to the trailer with or without Rip, and I don't think it would have gone the same way without Rip.
We're building on this idea of integrating Ryan into more important duties.
I want to go with you. No, you don't.
That's a pivotal moment for him as he decides what does he want to do, what is his role going to be. He makes a choice that he's going to commit to this ranch, and that's going to identify him, even though he knows it's going to be likely criminal, likely violent. He's going to do things that you can't come back from, and he's making a choice that that's what he wants his future to be. So he presents that to Rip, and just, you know, fingers crossed, like, dude, give me this. And you can see the moment when Cole, just a flash, and he makes up his mind, and he says, grab your jacket. And then so for me, Ryan is just like doing backflips, but keeps it inside. And then from that point on, I think he feels like he's in the club. That's definitely putting him on an arc that's going to a different place.
They had a couple of trailers. They had a trailer that we shot the initial scene, and then a trailer that was rigged to explode.
It's a big set piece, and it looks like a huge explosion.
The work of getting the place ready to blow up and kind of sneaking up and doing the propane and drilling the holes, that's all fun. I mean, that's like, you know, playing spy stuff.
And the first time I stepped into the explosion house and saw like how elaborately rigged up it was to like truly go off, like full-on fireball explosion. I like stepped in and saw it and just froze. It was like, if I shut this door too quickly, is this all gonna go up? And then a very kind explosives expert came over and was like, hey man, you couldn't blow that thing up if you tried. Like, nothing you could do would blow that house up. Because I was convinced that if I like said my line too loudly, it would all just go up, you know?
And whoever was in that house is toast.
Jesus, Jimmy, you okay? Then to watch Jimmy go in to grab this buckle, which is so important to who he is as his character, makes perfect sense why he does that.
Yeah, I think that belt buckle comes to represent so much for him. And in that moment, he has nothing. At that moment, his grandfather's been killed. He's committed this tremendous act of violence. And so that belt buckle comes to represent hope to a certain extent. This new life that he's sort of set out to build is sort of distilled in the shape of that belt buckle.
And then to just escape in the nick of time when the thing goes. Really dramatic scene, really cool.
He couldn't possibly leave it behind because it's sort of his future.
As Jamie's getting his act back together while doing the low man work, he gets a call from Christina.
Hello?
We need to talk.
Jamie thinks that this is a meeting about what's happened with Sarah. He's almost certain she would know, only to find out that we have a child coming.
You have 9 months to figure out what kind of man you are. And how to be a father worth having.
I think Jamie had resigned himself to being single for the rest of his life, and that's just the way it was going to be because of commitment to the family. So the idea of a kid, I don't even think he can put that together in the moment, except that he knows immediately that that kid might be in danger. It's a moment of desperation again for Jamie, where he's got to figure out what to do about this because Christina's not the kind of person who's going to help him keep quiet.
Serve your father's family, or serve your own. Like it or not, that choice is coming.
You know, we've got these threats from Beth. We've got an obvious broken relationship with his father, who is a dangerous man. And what's going to happen to the kid and to Christina and the future of the Duttons if this is another Dutton? I don't know.
Monica enters one of the fancy boutiques on Main Street in Bozeman. She's looking for school clothes. Episode 9, unfortunately, reflects an America that we do live in.
Excuse me?
You've got to be kidding me. The shop owner accuses her of stealing.
This isn't my first rodeo with you people.
What exactly are my people?
It's very clear that she didn't steal the ring and is being treated in this way by her because of the color of her skin.
Monica doesn't have the resources or the access that Beth Dutton has. So I think in some ways it's if Veronique's gonna call her police, Monica will call hers. But, you know, she knows Casey will come in and kill everyone. Sorry, what's the name of this shithole?
You didn't even bother to look at our sign, you little thief?
She saw the goodness in you and she wanted to kill it. She wanted to destroy it. In a weird way, that's what Beth does as well. You know, it's like she sort of knew her enemy very well.
Monica never expects at any point for it to go as far as it does. Kelly and I have been waiting to do scenes together.
We've sort of been circling around each other and it was really just lovely to get to work with her.
She's incredible, especially in this character. So just to watch her, it's a master class. There's this warmth that comes out of Beth when she speaks to Monica. That's actually really, really beautiful to watch.
And then as we see from the episode where Tate goes missing, Beth is there for her.
Especially after the day that Monica's just had, she really blames herself.
The worst thing that could happen has happened. Tate is kidnapped, and we know who by.
You've seen Tate kind of work his way into the hearts of other characters, and so they literally go for the gut.
If we thought we were at war, we really are.
You got to put yourself on the shoulder of everybody watching right now, because everybody watching at this point is like, well, when do the gloves come off? Well, I guess they just did.
He has nothing to do with any of this. He's just an innocent kid, and so they're pushing the button as hard as they can.
The weight of this for John Dutton is going to weigh heavy.
I mean, finding out that he's gone is, I mean, it's her worst nightmare.